everyone, it's Francesco again. I hope you're having a great week so far. I hope that your Evernote and organisation is ready for 2018 as well. I think it's a really important time of the year to start planning, especially when you've got some New Year's resolutions and things like that going on. Now, I did another video on Nora's channel about Todoist. I sort of shared my insights into that. So I'm back for another video. Nora is kindly inviting me to talk a little about some 5 tips for beginners on Evernote. I think it'd be valuable to go through a couple of those. She will be doing a video over on my channel very soon, so do stay tuned, and you can come and follow me over on the Keep Productive YouTube channel. It'd be great to have you in the comments, great to have you in the community too. So as you can imagine, Evernote is a really great place, especially in 2018, to organise all of your notes, maybe projects, ideas and things like that. And naturally there are lots of different features that Evernote offer you, and for some beginners it's a little tough because you get all of these features and you're like, it's like a kid in a candy shop. You don't know what to go for first. But naturally, there are tons that can be really helpful. So the first one I would recommend you guys is shortcuts. Now, shortcuts is a really simple way to clip and shortcut all of the important notes that you need access to really, really fast. So for myself, I usually go into my inbox inside of Evernote and lots of different notes like useful information, train times, things like that I know that I need to get access, almost like bookmarks. And I can quickly do that with shortcuts. I pin most of my shortcuts to that left-hand panel in the Mac app, and it obviously has its own tab on the iOS and Android app, but this just becomes a really good routine, a quick way for me to access either notes or full notebooks at a glance. My second tip would be, even if you're not a student, to use the audio function. A lot of people forget about this audio function, but let's say you're in a meeting and you want to make sure you capture every last detail, or you're in a tutorial, or you're in a workshop or something like that. Obviously ask permission of the person at the front talking, but use the recording feature which is available on the Mac, iOS, Android and Windows applications. The audio recorder works pretty well and allows you to clip all of the audio into the note for later. I used to do this with my lectures sometimes, and it actually saved me a lot of time because when it came to revising, I would keep the lecture in my ear and I could replay it instantly, because my university didn't actually have a video playback service. But you can use this in all different types of aspects, meetings, professional situations, or even for yourself if you want to demo yourself talking and you want to play that back. That could be a good option for you. The third tip that I have is to utilize the reminders function. So there's a reminder function inside of every note. Once you activate this, you can basically pin a date to it. A lot of people do that and they tend to associate it to a meeting time, or maybe like a time that you're doing something, like maybe like a shopping list or something like that. Very helpful, but what I recommend doing is actually just making sure that you are utilizing it in the right way. You can also pin your notes by not adding a date to it. So if you hit the thing and clear the date that's associated to it, but not the reminder, you have a pinned note inside of that notebook, and that's a good way for you to see a useful note that you need quick access to, and you don't necessarily want to add to the shortcuts. Number 4 is the URL sharing ability. So inside of your Evernote notes, you can share them to other people just by going to the share button in the top right hand corner and copying the URL that they create. It will share this lovely looking note with someone else in web format. And this is really useful because let's say you have someone that doesn't use this Evernote and that you want to impress. This note and all of the information associated to it, like the files and information that's inside of Note, will be passed along to them. They can see it all in a glance. And my final recommendation for you guys is to make sure to create an inbox. This was so useful for me when I was emailing into Evernote, and the email function is easy to find. All you have to do is go to account settings, find your custom email from there, copy it, send an email to it, and you can forward emails over to your Evernote account. It's really simple and it's real benefit of the Evernote premium account, so definitely worth giving it a try. And you've got a few emails for free. I believe it's up to 5 inside of the free account, so it's definitely worth taking advantage of that. And I email all of my Evernote, all my emails into Evernote inbox, and the inbox is a good way to filter through all of those emails and put them in the right notebooks. So guys, I hope that wasn't too complicated for you. I'll list everything that I talked about in the description below with any videos that I've done or any tutorials that Evernote have provided, so that you guys can go over all that detail. Anyway guys, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate to Nora for having me here on her channel. She will be over on my channel, the Keep Productive YouTube channel, very soon. So make sure to follow us both, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us over on social media. It'd be really great to have you there and in the community. So guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure to have a great week, keep productive. Thanks again to Nora, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Cheers.